Hey everybody, it's Mike with Seeds and Arrows Frontier. We're going to be cracking open the bees, giving them some pollen patties. I got a mixture, some Ultra Bee, and my homemade Pro Sweet that I got from Kamon Reynolds. But we got our hives right up there, so we'll be checking them out and give them some pollen patties, cracking them open, see how they're doing. So right now I got 7 hives up there. 5 are strong. There's 2 that are weak. Probably don't think that they would make it through, but you know, I'll try to give them a fighting chance, and took a couple of brood frames from the stronger hives and gave it to them, so we'll see how they do. But alright, we're gonna get this mixed up and then get on over there. Alright, so we're just going to mix this stuff up. My mom's not here, but I'm going to use her mixer here. This is some Pro Sweet stuff that I made up off of Kamon Reynolds video that he has out on how to make some Pro Sweet. I've used it already before, and then we've had extra, so we put it in mason jars and add that to where we can use it later on. Some sugar, and then some Ultra Bee that we got right here. So it's gonna make up some of these patties. Only got a couple of hives right now, so but get this in here and go from there. All right, so we're only gonna make a few patties, so I'm gonna do 3 cups here. And we'll do 4 cups. Make a little extra. This is a 4-pound bag. I'm just going to use half of it here. And these are just a little bit of measurements here. This is just a little bit of guesstimation on the measurements, but I got so many pollen patty videos out now, so just kind of doing this a little quick. Make sure we get the right consistency here. Oh, Jake, you want some? You want some? He's just ready to go out there and run around. We get here and then he's like, "Oh, we gotta do all this. We gotta do all these chores before we can get out there and run around, huh? Huh? You just want to go out and run around, huh?" All right, so that's looking pretty good. You can tell, I mean, it's just a little bit thicker than a pancake consistency there. There's still a little bit down here in the bottom. We may add just a little bit more. The last time I used Kamon Reynolds measurements, and I had pollen patties for 2 years. Tried to put them in the freezer to save them to when I can use them, but he's got a lot more bees than what I do. I'm just getting started out. Alright, give it a little more of a mix and we'll be good to go. Alright, so this is pretty good consistency. Kind of just see it cakes on the fork or cakes on the spoon. See that? Pretty good consistency. It just holds on to the spoon there. Plop them down onto some parchment paper and we'll be good to go. So excited this time of year, being able to break open the bees and see how they're doing. So see what we have to work with through the season. Jake, you ready to go? Okay, so that little mixture that we had, so I did basically like a half of a quart jar of the Pro Sweet that I made myself. Actually, my mom made this, and we did 4 cups of the Ultra Bee, and then 2 pounds of sugar. And we ended up making, now these are about hand size, I don't know if you can see that, can't see that. Now these are about hand size patties that I made. Some are a little bit bigger and some are a little bit smaller. I didn't really weigh them out, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, that was a little small one, 5, that was a little bit bigger, 6, 7, 8. So right now we have 5 hives, so I'll be able to put some of these in the freezer, and then we're going to be grafting some queens, so I'll be able to use these for the grafting nukes. So there we go. We're gonna go put them on the hives, see how the hives are doing. I've been waiting all winter for this moment. February 21st, it's about 60 degrees. Barely got the smoker lit, and we're gonna get into the bees. I'm gonna give them some pollen patties, but pretty exciting. We'll see how much what they're doing. I've already seen some bees out flying, so that's a good sign. We're gonna check. I got 7 hives right now. We're gonna get in there and check them to see what is looking good, and see how many actually made it through the winter. So let's, without further ado, this is a 8-frame double deep, last year's queen, and they got activity, doing pretty good here, it looks like. And they really didn't even touch their sugar up here. They may have done a little bit on it, but these sugar cakes I made, basically for them to get up here, and I'll break this off and see, but they still got a lot of it left, so well, maybe they didn't need it. Yeah. So the reason why I actually like doing the sugar cakes this way, I actually just mix a little bit of water, some vinegar in, just to help with the mold, but so that way it's hard, and then it also absorbs a lot of the moisture from the hive as they create condensation, and they can eat it. So a lot of people put newspaper down, but I find doing it this way with the hardware cloth, you can sit it right on top of the hardware cloth, you let it dry out, and then come spring, you basically, whatever they don't, hush, no, whatever they don't use, you just break it off and then put it in water and then feed it back to them as sugar water. So you're not wasting it. If you put the one year I did newspaper and then put that on top of the newspaper, and it basically cleaned to the newspaper to where you know, you had to throw away the sugar. So this way you can actually reuse it. Let's see here. And I forgot my knife. Forgot my hive tool. Just trying to see what we got here. Alright. They're getting that all cleaned out. It's a little bit of wavy comb. I think this is some of the wavy comb that I had from a cutout. Oh wow. So yeah, they got good numbers down here. I'm gonna put this right up here. So they got a lot of bees down here in the bottom. So they're actually, these are all empty up here. The bees are all staying down in the bottom section, and they got a good cluster. Show you this real quick. I'm not going to disturb them too much, but I'm going to put the pollen patty. You can see down in there. They at least got 1, 2, 3, 4 frames all the way across, and then even 5 right there. So I'll put a pollen patty down in there. That'll jump start them for they still got a little bit of capped honey down there in that one, so that's good. All right, that'll jump start them into this spring, and so They're still, I guess, warming up from the winter, but man, that's good numbers right there. So, hello girls. We are about to get some pollen patty. I'm gonna a little homemade recipe here. I'll go ahead and cut. See how they like this. Look at that. They're already starting to smell it. Cut some holes in there. Just gonna lay it right down in here. There we go. Right in the middle there. And so these were some frames from a cutout, and I was just using the comb to try to give them extra space. But I'm going to come in here and cut all the frames out and then put foundation in on these. And we'll see how we do. But this will at least give them a little bit of a jump start, and we'll come back, see how they're doing next week. So I was telling you about food sources that you can have, and first of all, when I first started shooting this video, it looked like we were going to be well, at least Ukraine was going to war with Russia, and sadly that has already happened, and our thoughts and prayers are with the Ukrainians. Although they look like they are putting up a very good fight, our prayers are with them, and we just want to show support in any way we can. So, if you're not paying attention to current events, which I think everybody right now pretty much is, but we have troops over in Poland right now, and our thoughts and prayers go out to them as well. So we're just waiting to see what the end game is here. But I mean, everybody talks about, you know, we're across the ocean with Russia. That's not the case. I mean, they have missiles that can actually reach over here to the United States. So when you think about it in those terms, I mean, you got a crazy person in office. You don't know what he's capable of or what he's going to do. So, but I mean, the only thing we can do is trust in God and just have Him lead us to where we need to go. So anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe, make each day count, and God bless.